Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are once again playing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance II. In the last episode, we took out a bandit camp that had stolen some Blacksmith Guild documents. And we found out about our father's friend. I think he was an apprentice to the guy named Skoda. And apparently he'd hurt his arm and he's been working as a miner up here, and we found him, and he had apparently borrowed some money from, I think, this guy we're about to come up on, where he had hurt his arm and borrowed some money, and he paid it back, but he didn't know how to read, so he didn't know that there was interest attached to the borrowing, and he was supposed to pay back like 2,300 extra.
You killed me
in interest.
Hey, you nearly ran into me.
We're just mowing people down left and right. So we managed to talk the guy that he owed into racing a bet. All right, horse, stop. So we did a little race around the map and managed to win that. So we have cleared the debt. And now we get to talk to Standa the Fly. And just a refresher on the journal. Let's see. I wanted to ask Standa about the repair of the clock, but he couldn't concentrate. One of the mine guards was harassing him over a debt he couldn't pay. I resolved his troubles by winning the horse race against his creditor. I need to tell Standa the Fly that I've resolved his troubles. Job's done.
I sorted out those problems of yours with the guard. He'll make do with what you originally owed him. You're even. Here's the contract.
Thank you! Truly thank you! What did you want to ask me?
The guild assigned me Skoda's old forge, so I'm fixing it up. And while I was cleaning, I found a plan of the astronomical clock. Magdalena told me the two of you tried to repair it on your own back then.
Wait. You're the master of old Skoda's forge now?
That I am.
Well, I'll be. And Magdalena is still living there?
She is.
That's good. How's she doing?
She's doing all right. She was sad to see how long the forge was in disrepair. And living in a half-broken down house must have been tough.
Poor thing. When old Skoda died, she must have been through a lot. I have to go and see her. I have to see her and apologize. I just have to. I don't want to be here anyway. You reminded me of the old times in Skoda's forge, and damn it. I'm a blacksmith, an armorer. I was almost ready for the master's trial. Oh, only I can't fight for my place in the sun. I never could. That's why I'm rotting down here in the mine. But maybe it's not too late. I'll try and find some work in a forge, somewhere near Kuttenberg, maybe Embark. But first, I'm going to Skoda's forge to see Magdalena, and nothing is going to stop me.
Wait, I wanted to ask you about the astronomical clock.
The clock's waited for 20 years. It can wait a while longer, can't it? I have to go and see Magdalena.
Wait. It's not Skoda's forge anymore. It's mine.
Fine. What used to be Skoda's forge? You're a bit of a nitpicker, aren't you, Henry? You really are just like your pa.
Interesting. All right, well, let's go together.
All right. Suit yourself. We can go together if you'd like. It'll be faster.
Great idea. Let's go.
God be with you. Wait, who? You seem familiar.
Magdalena, it's me, Standa.
Standa?
Oh, that Standa. My lord, you've changed so much.
Well, it has been 20 years. I'm so glad to see you. You look great.
Oh, please. I'm an old crone. What are you doing back here after so many years?
Henry here reminded me I left you alone here back then. And I came to apologise.
There's no need to apologise. Really, everything is
What's he
better
not
now.
telling? What
As soon
what
as
are we
the fire
missing?
got going again, it's as if things were back to normal.
Just like the good old days. When Skoda died, it's like everything went belly up overnight.
What do you mean everything went belly up?
Well, everything just fell apart. I found a job in Horshan. Martin stayed in Kuttenberg and Magdalena. I'm very sorry. Really.
Stop apologising already. It was so long ago. I'm happy to see you.
Really?
Yes, really. Now stop your sobbing already, will you?
I heard you did something to your arm in Horsham and couldn't smith anymore since.
Aye. That's what I get for betting. I bet I could lift a basket full of ore. I did it, but I tore something in my arm.
Christ, you men.
They took on another blacksmith in my place, and even once my arm was healed, I never got my job back. So I went from armourer's apprentice to a bloody miner. What a load.
How far did you get with repairing the astronomical clock?
Pretty far. We went to see the clock, found what wasn't working, and started making the parts needed.
Aye, I remember the sound of hammering long into the night.
We hand-forged gears for the mechanism we wanted to set the clock to. I suppose you could call it the metal heart of the clock. It was a hell of a lot of work. Then we hired a goldsmith's apprentice to put the whole thing together. He was a canny lad.
Canny lad.
Turned out to be a right bastard and ended up fleecing us.
I didn't know that.
What did he do?
He decided to f us over and sold the machine to some rich burgher. The lad told him it was some ancient artifact and the bloody fool ate it up. Martin gave him a proper beating for it, but it was no good. The machine stayed with the burgher, and shortly after that, Skoda died, and the whole thing lost its meaning.
Maybe I'll manage to fix it up.
You sound just like Martin. He put his heart and soul into the repair, but it's all so long ago now.
What's the name of the burgher who kept the mechanism?
Looking to get it back, are you? Forget about it. Martin tried it back then, and it was a wonder they didn't call the catchpoles on him.
It's been 20 years. Maybe his family doesn't even know what they have.
I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. His name was Vetter, German fella. His house was across from the rat house in the lower market.
Aye, but old Vetter is long gone. His son works as a scribe now.
But the heart is just the beginning. You'll need other parts too. We had plans for them, but God knows where they ended up. Do you know by any chance?
I have a bunch of Skoda's old sketches. Remind me later, Henry. My memory isn't what it used to be.
Where can I find Vetter, the scribe?
Either at his home or at the Rathaus. His is the last door on the gallery in the courtyard.
What does the mechanism look like?
It's a kind of large metal target, about a foot in diameter. It has sliding circles and grooved rails attached to it. They're supposedly used to measure the time by the sun and stars. But to be honest, I don't know how.
Okay. Well, I've been avoiding this one just to see how the conversation would progress. So let's go ahead and ask him now.
You know what, Standa? Since you don't want to go back to Horsham,
That I don't.
I thought you might want to stay and come and live with us. What do you think, Magdalena?
Why not? There's plenty of space. This used to be your home, didn't it?
Why, That's very kind of you, but I wouldn't want to get in the way.
Oh, please. You won't be in anyone's way.
You can help me out at the forge from time to time. What do you say?
I don't know. Like I said, I could just go to Bach. It's no bother.
There's no need. Stay here.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sorry.
Standa?
I'll go and talk to the scribe then.
Let's hope he doesn't take after his father. I suppose I'll go and settle in.
Over here, master.
Who?
I suppose I'll be waiting a while longer.
He's got a job for me, right?
Is there something I can do for you?
Ah, I see the rumours about Skoda's old forge being back in business were true.
Aye. Only it's my forge now. I'm Henry.
Ah, Master Henry. Excellent. Pleased to meet you. They call me Janechek. I live over in Bach.
And what can I do for you, Janechek?
Nothing too complicated. All I need is an ordinary hunting sword. But, you know, reliable like. No piece of junk.
All right.
Sure.
I'll gladly make you a hunting sword. And it won't be a piece of junk, I guarantee it.
Glad to hear it. A good hunting sword like that really comes in handy around the house. When you're done, please bring it over. I'd stop by myself, but you know how it is. Loads of work and not enough hours in the day.
Aye, I get it.
Like I said, I live in Bach, in the cottages right below St. Barbara's. I'm sure you'll find it. Farewell, my friend.
All right, so that's our first commission.
God bless.
I'll come back to that. So we had a lot just happen. All right, then let's read this. When I informed Standa that I had solved his problems, he calmed down and began thinking clearly again. At least it seemed so at first. However, as soon as he found out from me that I was running Skoda's forge together with Magdalena, who still lives in Kuttenberg, he seemed to snap. He began loudly regretting leaving the poor woman without a word after her husband died and immediately set out to the forge to apologize for everything. After Standa the Fly reunited with Magdalena after so many years and relieved his conscience with several apologies, we finally discussed the clock repair. He told me how far he, old Skoda, and Martin had progressed at the time. The most important component they made, the so-called heart of the clock, had been stolen by a goldsmith's apprentice whom they'd invited to collaborate, only to be betrayed by him later. Thus the clock's heart ended up with the Vetter family, wealthy burghers who live opposite the Kuttenberg town hall. They regard it as an ancient relic, as the goldsmith trickster convinced them when selling it years ago, and consider it a family treasure. I should go and see Vetter. I'll likely find him at the town hall where he works as a scribe, or the house opposite where he lives. If I want to continue Martin's work and attempt the repair, I need to get the heart of the clock. And I have a sword to forge. Let's do the sword first, and then see if we can do some upgrades.
Jesus Christ be praised, and with you.
Now we said hunting sword, but is it any sort of hunting sword? Let me look and see if it says. Good people of Kuttenberg and its surroundings have started coming to me to have things forged. I must prove I'm a skilled blacksmith. I have to forge a hunting sword. Just do a basic one and see what we get for that. A little cool in the middle, but okay.
This won't take long now.
All right. Henry's quality basic hunting sword. Sharpen it. Here it is.
All done.
Well, let's deliver this and see what we get for it.
My humble respects. What you was you silly doggy. God!
Whoa, whoa. I made that hunting sword for you.
Oh, that's great news, Master. Let me see how it turned out.
How much is he gonna give me for it?
My word, thank you. This looks like it'll last a while. Not like the last one. The fool I was. I bought it from some odd bloke below the city walls. Only he didn't look like he was from the Blacksmith's Guild. And no wonder, judging by how things turned out. I wanted to teach my lad to carve a whistle, and crack! The blade broke in two.
Well, you should really only buy products from the guild. It guarantees quality. That's why it exists.
You're right, Master. I'll remember that from now on. And thanks again for the hunting sword. See you soon, my friend.
All right. Well, that's something. Now, I want to go back to our forge and look, see if we can do anything with this sketch we got. There's another thing there. We're going to try to do some upgrades and see if we can do anything with a sketch that was for like the armor. If I can make armor and I can make Henry quality armor, then that'll be awesome. It says other.
Henry, do you have a moment for me?
What's
Sure.
it about?
Yesterday, I promised the priest from St. James I'd stop by with some eggs, but I haven't been yet. Would you carry them to him, please? I've still got a heap of work around the smithy, and I don't want to keep him waiting.
Sure. I'll stop by and see him.
Thank you so much. Here you go, and be careful with them.
All right, tell me about Skoda.
Tell me more about Skoda.
And what do you want to know?
How did you meet?
I met him at a dance, just after he returned from the German lands. Back then, he was still a journeyman. A tall, strapping lad. All the girls had their eye on him, but he chose me for the first dance. There was a spark between us, and right away, we both just knew we were meant for each other. We were wed within a year.
Did you have any children?
We weren't blessed with children, sadly. We buried our little Annie almost as soon as we named her. She was barely 3 months old. She died of diphtheria. And poor little Janechek
Goodness gracious.
was stillborn. I nearly died giving birth to him too. After that, I could never carry again. Skoda tried to make it right. He took me to all sorts of healers. We tried every decoction and potion. But it wasn't meant to be. So it was just the two of us in the end.
Tell me something about yourself.
Oh, there's nothing worth knowing about me. Just an old crone fussing over her hens.
Where are you actually from?
From Kuttenberg, of course. Well, to be precise, from the cottages beneath St. Barbara's. We were a poor family. My father slaved away to put food on the table. But it was always cheerful at home. Just because you're poor doesn't mean you have to be miserable, right?
How did you even survive all those years here on your own?
As best I could. I grew a bit for myself in the garden, sold the rest at the market. I had my hens. The guild sent me a few groschen each month too. It was more of an alms than anything else. But I managed. I've learned not to whine and to face hardship head-on, like my Skoda did.
Forgive me if this sounds rude, but why didn't you find another man after Skoda died?
Before God, I pledged myself to him alone. No one could ever take his place in my heart.
Didn't you ever feel lonely?
Perhaps sometimes. But I know plenty of folks around here. There's always someone to drop in for a chat. It's not that I closed myself off to love. It just never crossed my path again. I suppose it wasn't meant to be.
Nothing wrong with that, sister. All right, let's see about him. We had some conversation options with him too.
I hear you and Martin used to be close with Boris of Brod.
Aye, old Boris, of course. He was a good bloke, never against a bit of fun.
And now he's one of the honoured masters of the Blacksmith Guild.
You could always tell that fella would go far, unlike me.
I heard they used to call you Fly.
Aye. Skoda blurted it out once when I was standing by the forge doing nothing. He said, "Don't just stand there like a fly on the wall." I wasn't a big fan of it. But that's just how it goes with nicknames. You always end up stuck with the one you don't want.
Tell me something about Martin. You must have all sorts of stories.
I'm not much of a storyteller. You should ask Boris. He was always a bit of a blabbermouth.
Don't take it the wrong way, but you seem like a bit of a loner to me. Did you live this whole time without a woman?
No. I was with this one girl who worked in Horshan for 7 years. A fine woman she was, from out Charslow way. She had a rough childhood. When she was a lass, some awful man hurt her in a bad way. She couldn't have children after that. But I didn't mind. We were happy together. And I don't think I could raise children anyway. Only then, she got sick. And there was nobody who could help her. She's laid to rest by the church in Grund. See you later, my friend.
Tragedy all around this place, huh? So this DLC and this storyline is kind of hitting me in the feels because there's just something about the father that's passed away and the history that he the life that he lived that you'll never know, that you only pick up pieces from people. Yeah, it's kind of getting to me. My dad passed away several years ago now, and like my parents divorced when I was young, so I didn't get to see him very often. And when I did, like on his weekends to pick me up, he often wouldn't show up, and it was tough. But it's he's still got a place, you know. So does this mean this is new, right? Sandstone or limestone? Let's do this one. So prestige 10, I can do paint and stuff. Sign. Painted windows. And paint. What can I do with this barrel? I can make a wine barrel. Nice. I can change the bed again. Hunter's bed. If you're asleep at a maximum of 8 hours, you gain a 0.5% bonus for survival. Or this one would be skill check difficulty. Well, I kind of like this one that gives me the more reputation, so I keep that. Cut out in the garden. What can we do out here? Nothing new, huh? Yeah, with my dad, there's, you know, all kinds of things that he did that I only know little pieces of. Every now and then I'll run into people that know him or knew him, and they'll be like, oh, I could tell you stories. And I'm like, please don't. But what I do know about some of the stories, he was kind of a really busy guy. I'll just say that. And this is mine, right? Guess this is her room. Alright, she wanted us to take these eggs to somewhere. Magdalena gave me some eggs for the priest at St. James in Kuttenberg. I should go and see him as soon as I can, so I don't end up breaking them. Let's do it. And immediately I jump on a horse.
You have a kind.
Where am I going? That's where I need to go. Hello, sir. Got some eggs for you.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Forever and ever, son. What brings you here?
I brought you eggs from Magdalena at the smithy.
Thank you, son. You must be our new blacksmith.
I'm Henry.
God bless you for taking on the renewal of that wretched place. How are you doing, anyway? Magdalena has told me a bit, but I'd like to hear more from you too.
I can't complain. If it keeps going like this, the smithy will have been worth all the work.
I'm glad to hear that. And have you thought yet about making a contribution for a divine cause?
What do you mean?
As you see, I'm trying to raise coin for the completion of our sanctuary, and without the help of worthy townsfolk like you, I can't manage.
All right. And how much do you need?
As it's written in the letter to the Corinthians, every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. And not only God loveth a giver. If you help with alms now and then where it's needed, people will talk about it. It'll surely come back to your smithy and guild, whether in new commissions or in God's mercy. You can try it right away. Step up and contribute to the building of our sanctuary.
How much is this going to be? Select all. 29,000.
The Lord blesses those who give from the heart.
Ooh. Only 1,000? Yeah, we'll do it.
Someone's been pampering this horse. Praise to you, Blacksmith. May the Lord repay your generosity 1,000-fold. Step up and contribute to the building of our sanctuary.
Normally I would give in private.
Have any change? Help a poor cripple.
Well, I can't. It won't let me give you anything.
Every stop.
Alright, so we got a thing over here right now. Investigation. And get the heart of the clock. Let's head over that way.
And every beam is a symbol of our faith. Help us build it.
Whoa!
This fella bought 3 pigs from his neighbor, insisting he would pay on the
Whoa!
It's hot out.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
See what we can do here.
I'd like to ask how things work here in the city.
Ja, was willst du wissen?
Where can I find the bailiff?
Ist alles in Ordnung? If he is not in his room, then he must have some important work to take care of in the city. If you need to report a crime, you can tell me or the commander of the guard at the monastery gate.
Where can I find a respectable tavern?
Kommt drauf an. The Emperor Charles' wine cellar has the best wine. But you, sir, might be interested in the Inn zum Eisenadler in the Blattnerska district.
I'd like to find some work in town.
Then ask around in the taverns. The local innkeepers know best what's happening around town.
And what about here with you?
Nein, das geht nicht. We don't need anyone here in the Rathaus right now. We also have enough men in the city guard, and don't need any wolf pelts or meadow flowers either.
I heard King Sigismund is in the city. Where's he staying?
Jedenfalls nicht hier. The monks of Sedlitz offered him ihre Gastfreundschaft of their monastery, and so he lives with them. Personally, I think it's better this way. The wolf eats, yet the goat gets to live.
And does he go among the people? Can I see the king somewhere?
Nein, kannst du nicht. King Sigismund now hardly leaves the monastery and receives all his legations there.
What's the best way to find one's way around here? I've never been in such a big city.
Ich verstehe. Kuttenberg is the second city of the kingdom after Prague. But it isn't difficult to find your way around here. The city is divided into individual districts by the larger streets and into its upper and lower parts by the walls. Die dreckigen Werkstätten are mainly below on Hopbrink. All smithies, foundries, and above them a lot of smoke. Gleich daneben there are die alten Minenschächte, the mining shafts, though entering them is forbidden.
Interesting.
At the Rathaus you will find the grain market, butchers' shops, and our richest Platnerska and Kupecka districts. The poorer people hingegen live in the Česká and Havířská district by the northern walls.
That's all?
Oh, ich sage es nur ungern, but if I were you, I'd avoid the horse market and the Hradec district. These are the nests of vice und Verbrechen. Streets full of thieves and swindlers.
I heard you've got some curious heirloom from your father.
Ah, yes. The ancient mysterious device. Heaven knows what it's for, but it's surely a rare thing. Why are you asking about it?
I'd be interested in it.
I can't just sell it. It was my father's.
Wonder what I could get for
You
it.
say you like showing that machine off to visitors. So, how about I give you something even rarer for it?
What do you mean?
Something magical. With a story. Something you could tell your guests.
Might work. But I'm guessing you haven't got anything like that on you right now, have you?
Actually, I just might.
Do I have this axe?
I've got a decorated silver axe here, tied to a sad old tale about a water sprite from beneath Trotsky Castle. There were once two brothers, both woodcutters. One of them was washing up at a pond when his axe slipped and sank. He reached for it, and instead of his own, he pulled out a silver axe. But he wasn't greedy, so he just threw it back in. Then a water sprite climbed out of the pond and said since he'd been so honest, he'd give him the axe. But that riled up his brother. He wanted one too, so he went to the pond and tossed his own axe in. But nothing happened. He just kept pulling up his same old regular axe. And then he started cursing the sprite. So the water sprite lost his temper, dragged him under, and drowned him.
Mein Gott.
The honest brother later buried the dishonest one in the woods and laid the silver axe on his grave. The very one that brought them all that trouble.
Wunderschön. That is a very lovely story. Definitely better than that tired old yarn about the ancient machine. I've got a feeling no one's really interested in that anymore.
I'm glad you're interested, but I'll have to fetch it first. It's locked up in a chest.
I'm happy to wait.
Excuse me a moment.
As you wish.
Do I have this axe still? I don't remember. I can't believe that they brought that back. Alright, so I should have a room in, which is straight this way.
Fine day for some fine wares.
Like, that's an amazing tie-in. Or recall, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to call it, but bring it all the way back from that tale at the Trotsky region. That's amazing. Good job, devs. Where's my room? Right there. Where's my chest? There's my chest.
Whatever. God in heaven, you're seeing this.
I don't think I have it. I'll have to go make it.
What
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
I apologize.
Need this broken axe. Where can I get that? Axe adorned. Maybe it is in my chest. I just didn't know what I was looking for. I don't think so. Yeah, it is right there.
Just come and take a look.
The finest five.
Got the axe, buddy.
About that mechanism.
Yes?
Then I hope you'll be pleased with it.
Of course. Give me a moment. I'll fetch the device.
Waiting for the heart of the clock. Went to see Vetter and spoke with him. I managed to get the heart of the clock from the Vetters. I should take it somewhere safe, to the smithy. I should tell Fly about it, which is optional. I'm gonna save. I don't like the options here. I want to look at this thing. Part of the astronomical clock. An ingenious mechanism made by goldsmith's apprentice Wolf, according to plans drafted by the blacksmith Skoda and his apprentices Martin and Standa.
Greetings, Sonny.
I managed to get the heart of the clock from Vetter.
That's great news. But if you really want to fix the astronomical clock, you're in for a long ride. This is just the beginning. Feel free to ask if you need any advice. Take care, sir.
I ought to put the heart of the clock on display somewhere. That table by the wall should show it off nicely.
This one.
That's that then. Now I need to ask Magdalena about the next stage of the plans.
Alright, I got Prestige 7. Let's just check and see if we can do anything else. I like the planked look. Do a wall decoration. Shelf with a lantern, a boar skin, or elk horn antlers. And lint table. That's why it said to give up meat. Herbalist table dark. Eliminates the first fracture you would sustain for the next 24 hours. Okay. Do deer hide. Cabinet. And go to... Oh. alchemy cabinet, which furniture designed for storing potions, herbs, and concoctions. It can hold quite a lot, but one must stay organized. A mix-up could have deadly consequences, and this gradually repairs all clothing stored in the player's chest, except for combat gear and boots. That's cool. Everything there. What about out here? Nothing yet. Gotta get to 15 for that. Cool. Let's go upstairs and look at our place. Look at our room. I got horns. So this is just another way to get to my chest. So that's awesome. It's just gonna repair clothes that are in here, which are okay. So like this drowner hood's gonna get repaired. That drowner, yeah. So that's cool. I mean, it's not much, but something. This is where what's his name's gonna stay. Well, it's coming along, I must say. It's looking pretty good. All right, well, we're gonna pause here. Look at those windows. Pause here, pick it up next time. We'll go and do the next thing on this quest here to ask Magdalena about the clock plans. I'm sure she'll give us a new fun adventure to go do. And we'll pick up some of the other miscellaneous prestige quests so we can get that up and keep building, keep sinking more money into this place. We've got enough of it. Might as well drop some more. Just looking here, see what's going on with this. Yeah, so I think she only sells like a little bit every day. It's fine. Eventually she'll get to it. And yeah. So where is my faithful doggy?
Mutt!
There he is. So I hope you're enjoying. Please consider leaving a like, subscribe, a comment. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you in the next one. Till then, be good.
Aye, come here.